Do you truly own your land? Or are you holding it in trust for the one who created it? In modern agriculture, land is treated as a commodity, something to be bought and sold. An asset to be leveraged, developed, exploited, and eventually sold at a profit. This is the world's definition of land ownership, and it shapes how farmers treat the soil beneath their feet. But God has a different view entirely, and he states it with the authority of a landowner speaking to a tenant. The land must not be sold permanently, because the land is mine and you reside in my land as foreigners and strangers. Leviticus 25 verse 23. Read that again. The land is mine, says God, not yours. Not your families, not the title deed holders. The land belongs to God, and every farmer who works a piece of ground is a tenant, a steward entrusted with the care of someone else's property. This single theological reality should transform everything about how a farmer approaches their land. When it is your land, you can do whatever you like with it. You can strip it of every resource it contains. You can poison it with chemicals. You can leave it bare and eroded and depleted because it belongs to you and you answer to no one. But when you are a tenant, when you hold the land on behalf of its true owner, you are accountable. And the landlord has left instructions. Clear, precise, agricultural instructions embedded in the pages of his word. Among the most important of those instructions is the Sabbath year, the command to rest the land every 7th year as a sign that it belongs to him and not to you. To rest your land in obedience to God's command is an act of worship. It is a physical, agricultural expression of the theological truth that you are not the owner, you are the steward. It is a declaration that God's system of abundance is better than your system of extraction. And it is an act of faith, a trust that the God who owns the land will provide for the farmer who honors his ownership. The historical record of agriculture confirms the wisdom of this theology. Civilizations that treated their land as a resource to be extracted, the Mesopotamians, the Romans in North Africa, the colonial agricultural systems of the modern era, eventually turned fertile land into desert. The Dust Bowl of 1930s America, the degradation of sub-Saharan soils, the collapse of agricultural productivity in regions that were once breadbaskets. These are the consequences of treating land as owned rather than held in trust. The farmer who holds their land as sacred, who sees themselves as a steward accountable to a divine landowner, will farm differently. They will invest in the soil rather than merely extract from it. They will rest the land because their landlord commanded it. And they will find that a farm managed God's way is a farm that flourishes. Get your copy of The Sacred Harvest, God's agricultural blueprint for today's farmer in our store. The link is in the description. Application. Reframe your relationship with your land today. Spend time in prayer, acknowledging God as the true owner. Ask him how he wants you to manage what he has entrusted to you, and listen for the answer.